there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in Week 4.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time was followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll go again with ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Raiders at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I'm going to come right back in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On On first down, it's Herbert. He's got him in. Complete. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing is Brady on third down. Flush to his right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration. So the ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proved that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On second down, here's Brady. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
Brady going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Derek Stingley picks it. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Brings up second and 12.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a play fake. Brady. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. This is caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 21, Raiders 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40.
On the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his third interception. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Herbert's throw complete to McBride. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 32. First down, 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second and 15 now, Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? One more time with Etienne. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the option, here's Etienne. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They snap it to Herbert. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Las Vegas. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 22, Brady to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's a gain of 6.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territories. They need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On play action, now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Swift. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Swift with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Herbert gonna throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Taken from about the 12.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing, Herbert. Now that's caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Herbert to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Herbert off of play action. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Back to throw here, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
In motion left, the tight end. Brady will look to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.